Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Black Mirror 3. So we had to, in the last recording, throughout the process of trying to solve the labyrinth that is next door, we had to load an older save file. So I'm going to have to click through a bunch of things here. Just really bad game design there that you could find a dead end, so no quality assurance to see if you could find if you could have a game-breaking solution in that puzzle. It would have been so easy to simply have it where if I had done the thing I did and put the shade in the wrong room, maybe a light flickers and moves them back to where it goes. Maybe the whole puzzle just resets. Maybe it just game overs and checkpoints that.
Sticking out of the dust.
So everything in this room we had picked up before. We just
A piece of
hadn't
jewelry
before.
shaped like a fish.
I guess the good news is the previous save file was not even further behind, because that would have been annoying.
There's a weird disc thing lying among the bones.
So what we're doing is we're getting these little symbols that we're then going to use as a combination lock.
That looks like a round shield a warrior might use.
Let's see. I don't think I've gotten any of the golden keys. And I know that there was a golden key that unlocked when we put in the wrong answer. So
There's an arrowhead in here.
maybe I should
Still looks pretty good. I'm gonna take that with me.
not get that one. Alright, what else do we have to look at? Just the chains and this.
There are 6 long chains.
I'll just look at all this. Four, 5, 6. So it's just a straight line down here. The thing we're looking for, there is, when we did this, this, and this, and then exited. That moved one of them around.
Any minute
Over
now,
here.
I'll get how this thing works. The last key didn't fit. Maybe this one here.
So we're gonna need all the keys, basically. I think. But maybe not. Let's look. So the hieroglyphics are a combination in the column. But we don't, I think, have everything.
A whole load of symbols. Fish, crown, no idea, bones, and so on.
We never got a house. So anything with a house, I think, is out. So that eliminates all of them except for this column on 4 on the right. And then this one has a bird, which that we didn't get a bird symbol either. We didn't get an axe. We do have a fish and a boat, but that's kind of it. So and it's kind of weird you can't zoom in closer any of this.
A whole load of symbols.
Maybe it's supposed to be a horizontal thing. Well, we don't have a bone or whatever this is. We do have a crown and a fish. Don't have a hammer. Don't have bread. Is there one symbol that matches here? Maybe a stick here, but then it could be boat or fish. And then on this we have stick again. Let's see if we can talk to Valentina.
I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
See if she can look at it and figure it out. No.
That's an offering dish. So this statue is probably a representation of a pre-Christian god.
Let's see, we could look at all of these and just double click on everything and jump through all this conversation just in case it unlocks something.
Perhaps when all of this.
Like,
I've never seen.
So I'm making a special effort to make sure she's looked at everything.
A very strange. I'm sure. 7 people. 3 people are lying down. 4 are standing. In the middle, there's an altar chiseled in.
So if it was this one, not this one, not this one, and then this one, not this one, and this one, how would that work? Still would require some kind of symbol that aligned here. A staff, maybe a bone with a stick and a fish, maybe. Maybe this one represents the middle column and this one is over here. Boat, and then helmet and sickle. Yeah, nothing. I got no clue. Let's see what happens when we put everything here. Just throw it all in there.
Any minute now, I'll get how this thing works.
That didn't put... Oh, it did put a capsule here.
There are 6 different keyholes, so there has to be 6 correct keys for them. Looks like all of the capsules have gold keys in them. I've got no idea how many of them there are. I really ought to find out what's going on with all this stuff. There are 6 different... Looks like... I've got no idea.
So, is this giving me the idea that every time I do a wrong answer, way more than the 6 keys, it's just gonna give me the wrong... It's gonna give me the wrong key?
Well, the key fits in all the holes, but it won't turn. I'll leave it here.
I guess that is exactly what this means. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to give me...
different key. Looks like all... I've got no idea.
And he won't even grab the key the 3rd time. Alright. So, this really is only going to work. We have a arrowhead, a boat. What is this? What is this supposed to be? Crown, fish, shield. I don't know what this is. Is this a plate? I guess this is a plate, yeah. Arrowhead boat.
There has to be something.
Plate. Crown, fish, staff. Right. Well, this first column, it has, let's see, I think the last one's the fish. I think this is the staff. Fish and staff. We have a bone and arrow. A bow would be an arrowhead, I guess. I guess that makes more sense than anything else. I can't even see what this symbol is because the highlight is over it. It's bread. So maybe the plate would mean bread. Boat or fish, both of which don't really work. So this column probably is wrong. But what I see, what is this symbol supposed to be? I'm having trouble looking at it. Staff again? Staff. So maybe it is the three that are lying down. Boat, fish. Boat, fish, bread. Could be plate. House. Or goblet. Water. Do any of these others feel like they would match everything? Not really. In fact, a lot of these symbols definitely feel like they are intentionally not going to match. What if we went horizontally instead of vertically?
A whole load of symbols. Fish, crown, no idea, bones, and so on.
I don't think it has anything to do with any of these symbols over on the left. I don't think it's has anything to do with like do one, then skip two, then do one, then do one, then skip one, then do one, then start again, then do one, then skip two, and yeah, that would just be consistent, wouldn't it? This row has the same symbol twice, so that wouldn't work. A lot of these rows just have symbols. I think I'm gonna have to go to the walkthrough again. Boat and fish and staff and crown. So there's too many to brute force. The only thing I could think about doing is seeing if maybe there was a combination of 3 things that locked it into place. Yeah, not with boat and fish. Alright, well, it's giving me the skip option. I'm gonna just look at the walkthrough again. Like, I get the general idea. I don't figure it out though. Let's see. The walkthrough says the head represents the black mirror. The 4 men are standing and 3 are lying down. It represents the way of life status of people. 2 laying down are a king and a warrior, both unpopular. The ones standing are normal. One a priest, one a hunter. The bottom part of the hieroglyphics is divided into 7 parts that might represent each of the people. It says, collect items from the library in the sarcophaguses and place them in the pan. Note each item correlates to a way of life status of people. As stated by Valencia about the relief, the ones standing are normal people while those lying down are unpopular people. I don't know at what point it said that. Is that just a translation error, or did I miss that line of dialogue? Click, hold, and drop the items on the dish. Place the arrowhead, the bowl, the staff, and the fish. Alright, so not the boat, the bowl, the staff, and arrowhead.
Now the dish is hanging right in the middle.
So at the very least, it tells me that that is right. Everything is aligned. We've got 6 capsules. I did see on the walkthrough it said grab the leftmost ones for the keys. I bet any of these have keys, or these others don't have keys.
Now all the capsules are hanging level. Something tells me that the keys in there have to be the right ones.
So he just grabs all of them. What's funny is there must be a famous story with 7 keys, or maybe it's biblical reference, and I'm just not realizing it. Yeah, I guess the Apocalypse story has like maybe 7 seals, 7 keys. But I was watching The Magician season 3 on Netflix just the other night, and it too had an entire season revolving around finding 7 keys. So I'm having some weird deja vu at the moment. But whatever, let's see if we get really, really lucky and can finish the game in this recording. I doubt it.
The locks are all undone. We ought to be able to open the door now.
Let's get out of here. I suppose for sanity's sake we'll just look and see how far we've gone. We made a little bit of progress. Got a lot of pages here. It may fill to the end, it may not. The diary really was not helpful at all in this game. So, let's see. We have a bridge that's probably going to collapse, a chasm, and some statues. Let's try to play this real and look at everything.
Guy with no head again. This time, ×4. Did somebody not like him all that much? Mordred, maybe? He went round with his sword going chop, chop, chop.
So there's a bunch of skulls. He's over here. I was not expecting to be on the right side. I'm usually... I thought it was over there.
Walls full of skulls. Who were these dead people and where are their bones? Did someone just take their heads? How come? And why are all the statues headless? Is there a connection? The closer we come to the truth, the more questions seem to come up.
It is probably a hint that I should wear these sunglasses, but I can't wear them right now. Let's take a moment just to again look at how many pieces of paper we still have. that could have all been in the diary instead. That would have given the diary a lot more reason to exist if we had to look at maps and information.
This light reminds me of the cavern under the stone circle. Could there be a huge cave system under Willow Creek? Highway to hell. Damn, the route is crumbling. I hope it's gonna hold out for a bit.
Okay, do we want to talk to Valentina?
I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
Nope. Here we go. Why were we in this room? Why was this room made when there's literally nothing in it other than the proof of, oh, that you'll not be able to go back?
I think we've reached the chapel.
Maybe, if there's an earthquake.
No, this chapel was built by Marcus and Mordred. It was their last cooperative work. It really is a sacred place.
But Mordred used it for his own dark purposes.
I doubt that.
Got some more water.
No idea how deep the water is here, but I'm guessing that we're a long way below the water level.
Got a sarcophagus we can interact with, a sarcophagus we can interact with. A rondel.
The purest preaching platform. But for what kind of an audience? Nobody was supposed to find their way here. Everything's very weird.
Never heard of a phrase or a word called a rondel. Interesting idea. A round stage.
This passage is full of rubble.
An altar. Up I go. As soon as I touch it, I get taken over by Mordred. We're still not at the Black Mirror. They're making it difficult.
There's a whole bunch of hieroglyphics on the altar.
Well, that's gonna double down, probably. If we didn't understand the previous puzzle, we won't understand this one.
There's a sentence in Latin chiseled here. It means, at sunrise, the king sent his warriors into battle against the darkness. Unusual for an altar engraving.
Is that any use to us?
I don't know. Perhaps.
Seriously? So, are we supposed to... What are we even able to do? Push buttons? This is bull. At sunrise, the king sent his warriors. So we would have to know which one was the king, or we'd have to know the combination of things. Well, it looks like the brute forcing could be done somewhat easily. Unless there's... Let's see, king and warrior.
I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of method to what you enter here.
Oh, really? Thanks for the obvious. Can we talk to her?
Valentina.
Yes.
You know what's weird? There's light everywhere down here. Even burning candles.
Everything seems to be rather unearthly.
Especially with all the lights.
It could be that they come on when a certain door is open. But when was the mechanism for that installed? And by whom?
Or we're not the only ones who are wandering about down here.
Interesting.
Whatever the case, we still haven't reached our goal. Marcus thought that the way to the Black Mirror had been closed forever with the chapel.
But he hadn't reckoned with the genius of his brother.
Are you starting to admire Mordred?
Just take a look around. The castle up there suddenly seems tiny compared to all this down here. It's so imposing and overwhelming even. Kinda majestic. The vaulted roof is just awesome, don't you think?
I don't think we should waste too much time hanging around.
So this looks like stairs. Let's go look at the sarcophagus. Doesn't look like there's anything else that I can really do. Is she gonna help me move it, I guess?
A skeleton.
Those are Maria's remains, Mordred's wife.
How do you know that?
That's a female skeleton. And you can see the sword tip in the ribcage. It broke off when Mordred murdered his wife.
So we have a sword tip.
You're right.
So nobody has ever been stabbed before that you can identify it as Maria's remains that easily.
A stone coffin with a skeleton in it.
If we were to believe the Book of the Guardians, that was once Mordred.
Hey Mordred, how does it feel to be looking into your own grave?
Huh, you two are getting closer. Please excuse me.
Mordred's grave.
So, seems like we could potentially do something with Mordred's grave, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. You can put a sacred candle on it. A grave candle.
I've never understood what a corpse is supposed to do with a burning candle.
Well, I could have used it for lighting. Well, in the hopes of just getting this done, I'm just going to look up the solution to this one too. Because, like, sure, I guess I understand enough that I could go back and look at the solutions and put it in, but wow, I'm just looking at this right now. This is ridiculously long too. 14 clicks. Nearly a third to a half of this has to be done. So it's this one, then this one. You would never get this. This one, this one. Then they throw you a bone and they go straight this way to this point. And then you go down here and here and here. And then they throw you a bone and you go up here.
Wow.
But what does it really show and say when you have a game like this and you're just cheating your way through to the end? Like you just don't care anymore. You just want it to be over with. The puzzles have gotten extremely hard here at the end. It's a major difficulty spike. They've gotten repetitive somehow too. We went from a game where I was complaining, gee, there's not enough puzzles in here, to a game where it's like, there is nothing but puzzles now at the end, and it sucks. Like, really, really sucks. the gameplay in the previous chapters is completely different to what we're doing now. Each chapter feels like it was pretty much developed by a different team that did not communicate well with each other at all. Anyways, we're up to save game 35. So I don't think we're going to hit 40. If with any bit of luck, next recording will be our last recording. It's been another 30 minutes. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on a bunch of social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.